Hey, history buffs and adventure seekers, are you ready to embark on a journey through time and mystery? Let's talk about a place that's been a head-scratcher for centuries. A place that has sparked countless debates and inspired numerous expeditions. Atlantis. This legendary island city is like the ultimate what-if in history. Imagine a civilization so advanced it seemed almost magical. Did it really exist? Was it a technological marvel that was far ahead of its time? Or was it just a figment of imagination, a story to teach us lessons? And what happened to make it vanish? Was it a natural disaster, a catastrophic event that swallowed it whole, or something more mysterious? Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the mystery of Atlantis. We're going to explore the theories, the evidence, and the enduring allure of this enigmatic place. You know, a story is good when it survives for thousands of years. Atlantis has been a part of human culture for millennia, captivating the imaginations of people from all walks of life. That's Atlantis for you. It's a tale that's been passed down, debated, and reimagined countless times. From ancient philosophers to modern-day historians, everyone has a theory. Some folks think it's just a myth, a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and hubris. They see it as a story meant to warn us about the perils of overreaching. Others believe there's truth buried beneath the legend. They argue that Atlantis was a real place, a lost civilization waiting to be discovered. And that's what keeps us coming back for more. The mystery of Atlantis is like a puzzle that we can't resist trying to solve. Whether it's through archaeological digs, underwater explorations, or scholarly debates, the quest for Atlantis continues to captivate us. So, join us as we delve into the depths of history and legend. Let's uncover the secrets of Atlantis together and see where this incredible journey takes us. Plato's Big Fish story, or was it? Our journey starts way back in ancient Greece with a philosopher named Plato. Born around 428 BC, Plato was a student of Socrates and the teacher of Aristotle. He founded the Academy in Athens, one of the earliest institutions of higher learning in the Western world. Around 360 BC, he wrote about Atlantis in his works Timaeus and Critias. These dialogues are among his most famous, and they delve into the nature of the universe, the human soul, and the ideal society. Now, Plato loved a good story, but he insisted this one was legit. He described Atlantis as a powerful and advanced civilization that existed about 9,000 years before his own time. According to him, it was a utopian society with incredible architecture, advanced engineering, and a complex social structure. He claimed the tale had been passed down through his family, originating from an Athenian statesman named Solon, who heard it from, wait for it, Egyptian priests. Solon, who lived around 600 BC, was said to have traveled to Egypt, where he learned about Atlantis from the priests of Sais. According to Plato, Atlantis was a mighty island nation located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. This location placed Atlantis in the Atlantic Ocean, making it a bridge between Europe, Africa, and the Americas. Picture this. An island bigger than Libya and Asia Minor combined, ruled by a sophisticated civilization with technology way ahead of its time. They had impressive naval fleets, grand palaces, and a network of canals that crisscrossed the island, facilitating trade and transportation. They were like the geniuses of their era, but also a bit power-hungry, trying to conquer their neighbors. Bad move, Atlantis. Their ambition led to their downfall, as the gods punished them for their hubris. According to Plato, Atlantis was swallowed by the sea in a single day and night of misfortune, disappearing without a trace. The story of Atlantis has fascinated people for centuries, sparking countless theories and expeditions to find the lost city. Some believe it was a real place, while others think it was purely a myth, a cautionary tale about the dangers of overreaching ambition. Whether Atlantis was real or not, its legend continues to captivate our imagination. It serves as a reminder of the enduring power of storytelling, and the mysteries that still lie beneath the surface of our history. Real deal or elaborate hoax? This is the question that has puzzled historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts for centuries. The story of Atlantis has been a subject of fascination and debate ever since it was first mentioned by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, the Atlantis debate. Here's where things get interesting. Plato described Atlantis as a powerful and advanced civilization that existed around 9,000 years before his time. According to him, it was located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which many believe to be the Strait of Gibraltar. Plato said Atlantis was punished for its warmongering ways. The gods, angered by the hubris and moral decay of the Atlanteans, decided to teach them a lesson. This tale was meant to serve as a moral lesson about the dangers of overreaching power and corruption. Earthquakes, floods, you name it, the island got slammed. The destruction was swift and merciless, leaving no trace of the once great civilization. This catastrophic end was meant to be a divine retribution, a warning to all who dared to defy the gods. And just like that, it vanished beneath the waves. Poof! Gone! The island of Atlantis, with all its grandeur and splendor, was swallowed by the sea, never to be seen again. This dramatic disappearance has fueled countless theories and speculations over the years. A cautionary tale, right? But was it a true story, or just Plato making a point about the rise and fall of civilizations? Some scholars believe that Plato's account was purely allegorical, a fictional story meant to illustrate his philosophical ideas. Even back then, people were skeptical. Many of Plato's contemporaries questioned the authenticity of his story. They wondered if Atlantis was a real place or just a figment of his imagination, a tool to convey his teachings. Aristotle, another big-shot philosopher and a student of Plato, famously called Atlantis a fable. He believed that Plato had invented the story to make a philosophical point rather than to record a historical event. He thought Plato made it up. And so began the Great Atlantis debate. Over the centuries, this debate has only grown more intense, with new theories and discoveries adding fuel to the fire. Was it real? Was it an allegory? The mystery of Atlantis continues to captivate our imagination. Some researchers have even claimed to have found evidence of its existence, pointing to various locations around the world as the possible site of the lost city. We still don't know for sure, and that's what makes it so darn fascinating. The legend of Atlantis remains one of the greatest mysteries of all time, a tantalizing puzzle that keeps us searching for answers. Whether it was a real place or a powerful metaphor, the story of Atlantis continues to inspire and intrigue us. Atlantis fever, when the world got hooked. Fast forward a few centuries and guess what? People were still obsessed with Atlantis. In the 1600s, a guy named Francis Bacon wrote The New Atlantis, imagining a utopian society inspired by Plato's tale. Then, in the 1800s, Ignatius Donnelly's book, Atlantis, the Antediluvian World, really got the ball rolling. Donnelly went all in, claiming Atlantis was the source of all human civilization. He even linked it to the biblical flood. His book was a smash hit, sparking a wave of Atlantis mania that hasn't let up since. Suddenly, everyone was an armchair explorer, trying to pinpoint the lost city on a map. Santorini, did a volcano erase Atlantis? So, where could Atlantis have been? One of the most popular theories points to Santorini, a Greek island that was once home to the Minoan civilization. Around 1600 BC, a colossal volcanic eruption rocked Santorini, burying the Minoan city of Akrotiri in ash. The blast was so powerful, it's thought to have triggered tsunamis that wreaked havoc across the Mediterranean. Sound familiar? The destruction of Santorini lines up with Plato's description of Atlantis' downfall. The Minoans were also known for their advanced culture and seafaring skills. Could Santorini be the real Atlantis? It's a compelling theory, but the jury's still out. The Azores hints of a sunken kingdom? Another contender for the title of Atlantis is the Azores, a group of islands in the mid-Atlantic. These volcanic islands are known for their dramatic landscapes and rich marine life. Some researchers believe the Azores might be the peaks of a much larger landmass that sank beneath the waves long ago. The Azores' location, right in the middle of the Atlantic, has fueled speculation that it could have been the island continent described by Plato. Could there be ruins hidden beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered? It's a tantalizing possibility that keeps explorers and treasure hunters dreaming. Doñana National Park, Atlantis in Spain? Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next theory is a wild one. In 2011, a team led by Professor Richard Freund used satellite imagery and underwater sonar to investigate a marshy area in Doñana National Park, Spain, and guess what? They found evidence of ancient structures that could have been part of a large city. Freund's team believes this submerged city might be Atlantis, destroyed by a tsunami thousands of years ago. While the evidence is intriguing, it's far from conclusive. Still, it's a reminder that the search for Atlantis can lead to unexpected places. Atlantis, from the Americas to Antarctica. Over the years, Atlantis has been discovered in just about every corner of the globe. Some folks think it was in the Americas, pointing to ancient civilizations like the Aztecs and Incas as possible descendants of the Atlanteans. Others believe it was located in the icy plains of Antarctica, which, according to some theories, was once a much warmer and more hospitable place. While these theories are intriguing, they often lack solid evidence. But hey, that's part of the fun of the Atlantis mystery. It sparks our imaginations and encourages us to think outside the box. The legend lives on, keep searching. So, was Atlantis real or just a figment of Plato's imagination? The truth is, we may never know for sure, but that doesn't mean we should stop searching. The legend of Atlantis continues to captivate us because it speaks to our sense of wonder and our desire to uncover the secrets of the past. The search for Atlantis is a journey of discovery, full of twists, turns, and tantalizing clues. It's a reminder that history is full of mysteries waiting to be solved. So keep exploring, keep questioning, and who knows, maybe one day, you'll be the one to finally unravel the enigma of Atlantis.